Hello, you're welcome to New Focused Approach to Mathematics Basic 8. This is revised edition. And in this video, we're looking at skip counting forward and backwards in thousands, in 100,000s, in 500,000s, etc. etc. Now, talk of skip counting. What is it all about? Yeah, see, skip counting simply means adding or subtracting the same number repeatedly to create a sequence. You are adding or subtracting the same number repeatedly to create a sequence. For example, if I say adding 5,000 repeatedly will give us 5,000. If I add 5,000 again, I'm going to have 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, and so on and so forth. Right. What if I'm doing subtracting 10,000 repeatedly from 500,000? Of course, I'm going to start with 500,000. Then I will subtract 100,000. That will give me 490,000. Then I'll subtract again 480,000. I'll subtract again 470,000, and so on and so forth. So you can see that we have pattern here, or we have a sequence which you can follow and predict what will happen next. Here too, we have a sequence which you can predict what will happen next. And so that is skip counting, right? Now, let's take an example like this. Count forward in 10,000s up to the fifth number, starting from 500. So start from 5,000. So if you have 10,000 and you are adding it to 5,000, then you should anticipate your first number to be 15,000, right? Then if you add again 10,000, they are going to get 25,000, right? Plus 10,000 again will give us 35,000. Plus 10,000 again will give us 45,000. Plus 10,000 again will give us 55,000. So you can see that we've created a pattern, a sequence. And they say we should do it up to the fifth number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the skip count. Let's take another example and see. Find the missing number in the following skip counting. And so you can see here we have 90,000 and we have 190,000. So the difference between the first number and the second number is that's what you have to be able to be smart enough to do. So between the 90,000 and 190,000, the difference is going to be 100,000, right? So 100,000 plus 90,000 will give us 190,000. Then we are going to have 290,000 to be the next number. And so the next number after this will be 390,000. Then the next number that should follow here should be 490,000. Then we have 590,000 and so on and so forth. So the missing numbers are going to be 390,000 and 490,000. Good. Now we take another example. This time around, we want to do backwards skip count. So skip count backwards and add the next four numbers to these numbers. And so from the first number to the second number, what is the difference? Okay, and because you're talking about backwards, then it means the second number should be less than the first number. So the question is, what is the difference between the two? So the easy way out is to do subtraction. So let me keep the first number 5, 2, 4, 8, 2, 3 zeros, then 5, 2, 1, 8, 3 zeros. And let's do subtraction of this. And this is very simple subtraction we can do. All the zeros remain zeros here. Then we have 8 minus 8 is 0. Now 1 take away so 4 take away 1 will give us 3 here. And remember, 2 minus 2 will give us just 0. And then 5 minus 5 will give us 0. And so the difference is 30,000. So it means that subtracting 30,000 from this number will give you this. Another 30,000 from this also will give you that, and you can try that and see. When you subtract 30,000 from this number, it will land to this number. So what we are going to do to get the next number is to do 5,188,000 minus 30,000, which will be 30 here, then 000. So you are going to do this subtraction. Of course, this will be 000. Then we have 8,515. And so the next number that follows should be 5,158,10, 3 zeros. So that's the immediate one that will come. So if you want to do the next one, again, we'll do 30,000 from this 50, from the 5,158,000. Okay. So if I have 5,158,000 and I'm going to do 30,000, okay, subtraction, then I have 000 here. Then I'll have my 8 here, I have 2 here, 1, and then 5. So I'm going to get 5,128,000. So that's the next number that should follow, right? Okay. Then the next number that will follow this one will be 5,128,000. Again, we are going to do 30,000 subtraction. So we subtract 000 is here. This will be 8. Now this is 2, so we can't subtract 3 from 2. So we borrow 1, that will give us 12. 12 minus 3 is 9. Then we have 0 here, we have 5 here. And so we get 5,098,000. So that will be the third number. So this is the first number that should follow this one. That's supposed to be here. The number that comes here is this one. The one that comes here will be this one. So the last number, we are going to do again 30,000 subtracted from this one. So again, we have 000 here. This will remain 8. 9 minus 3 is 6. And then we have our 0 and we have our 5. So the last number will be 5,068,000. That's how you answer this question. And I'm sure with these few examples, it will help you to solve more questions on your own. Thanks so much for watching.